Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
New year, new way to smoke, and it's totally wicked. Introducing Totally Wicked e-liquid electronic cigarettes, the highest quality e-cigarettes in the world. With Totally Wicked e-liquid cigarettes, there's no flame, no secondhand smoke, no carbon monoxide, no tar, no unsightly brown teeth or fingers, and no lingering smell. Totally Wicked e-liquid cigarettes have a battery charge that lasts up to 8 hours. Plus, with a Totally Wicked Tornado model, the average pack-a-day smoker is likely to save over $1,000 a year. The Totally Wicked Tornado provides a storm of vapor. See it at totallywicked-eliquid.com. That's totallywicked-eliquid.com. Or call 888-761-9425. Get a 15% discount with promo code GCNLive. Go to totallywicked-eliquid.com. Or call 888-761-9425. That's 888-761-9425. Or online at totallywicked-eliquid.com. Totally Wicked e-liquid cigarettes, the next generation of alternative smoking.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Thank you for joining us today, my friends. It is the first live weekday show, second live broadcast of the new year, 2011. We're going to be live here for the next 3 hours. And joining us via video, audio link from Canada, we're going to be talking to a gentleman about the breakdown of society, the hive mind, how the globalists are literally farming the population in this modern predatory system. And I'm simply declaring in the new year that I am not cattle. I am not owned by the globalist. I am not their property. I am not an animal. They do not have a right to feed on me. Notice the globalists have all these rules for us and then exempt themselves from all the rules that they place on us. They tell us we don't have free will or we don't control our own destiny. But then meanwhile, they're obsessed with their free will and controlling their destiny, and they don't want us involved in any decisions that are made on this planet because they're building the planet in their nightmare image. And in that image, in that system, in that world that we're entering into, we're not part of it. We are to be removed, destroyed. And if you ignore the legions of admissions and blueprints and white papers by the controllers where they admit all this, you do so at your own peril. We'll tell you more about the special guest joining us coming up in the next segment. I walked into the office yesterday, and Matt Ryan was saying, look at these stories on Drudge about birds falling out of the sky. And he started mentioning how this had happened in Austin last year. Thousands and thousands of sparrows and other birds died. And I made the point, well, they died over time in a few-week period. But when you see something like what happened in Arkansas, it's very suspicious. And in the past, it's been proven that it's been associated with chemical, biological, radiological tests that have been done. But there's not just chemical, biological, or classic radiological test. There's also wave test, which I guess are a form of radiation, different scalar technologies, HAARP systems. Really, their root goes back to one of the greatest minds in history, of course, Mr. Tesla. There's also been a big fish die-off nearby, and this happened on New Year's Day, and it's sort of getting attention yesterday on Sunday into today. Is mass bird and fish die-off connected to government testing? That is the question. And Paul Watson and I threw together this article quickly this morning. I've got Watson adding some more links to more modern admissions of secret chemical, biological, and radiological testing that's been declassified or leaked because it's important to really show people a wide spectrum of examples. But blackbirds, ducks, Other birds fell out of the sky in a 1 mile area. There was no hail. There was no lightning because witnesses were up because it was the new year. And I know in Arkansas and Oklahoma particularly, and I was trying to dig it up this morning. For some reason, I couldn't find it because it's about 9 years old. And you have to remember the exact headline or you can't find it. But remember 9 years ago, it was in the Daily Oklahoman and a bunch of other papers, quote, biological threat testing was part of the headline. And they had Cessnas and other aircraft, quote, spraying biological weapon simulants all over the state. And then it turned out it wasn't a simulant. It was Subtilis globigii and one other bacteria directly in the literature linked to abortions in all mammal species, from rats up to horses, dogs, humans, you name it. And, well, we're going to read over Watson's article when we come back. Then we're going to get into what's happening in the new year, all of the draconian legislation they're trying to now enforce. Boehner's promise to try to repeal government takeover of health care in their first 2 weeks in the new legislative session. It's all coming up. Stay with us.
Folks, you've heard us talk about Home Gain before. Home Gain is now offering a special promo where you get up to $150 when you buy or sell a home with a Home Gain agent you find through their Find a Realtor program. Home Gain lets you compare realtors anonymously. It's easy. Go to homegain150.com to find and compare realtors anonymously. Enter promo code HOMEGAIN150 and receive up to $150 when you close a deal with a Home Gain agent. Share the Home Gain 150 promo code with your friends via Facebook, Twitter, text, and more. Look for Max, the Home Gain Gorilla, to find out more about how Home Gain is going to pay you. Visit HomeGain150.com today to enter your promo code and get paid for buying or selling a house. That's HomeGain150.com. Hi, this is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about the delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. I've told you for years that eFoods Direct has the best storable food on the planet. Now it's that time of year again, and their holiday special is here. They have 2 holiday price packs for you to put into your reserves for a secure future or to share with others. The first is a 6-month bulk supply in 10 cans. And the second is a 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals, including delicious bakery items shipped in heavy tote bags. Now, for a limited time, when you order 2 or more of these special holiday packs, you'll get free shipping on your entire order. Call now, 800-409-5633, or visit them at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633, or eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot Movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family, not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone. But I know in my heart it's still
Again, go to gusset.com/America today.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
It is Monday, the 3rd day of January, 2011. We're going to be live here for the next 3 hours today. You know, I spend a lot of time covering and discussing secret chemical, biological, radiological tests that are done on the American people. Because there are tens of thousands of declassified individual instances, thousands of declassified programs, and we know that that is only a small thumbnail sketch of what's really going on. The globalists see themselves, that's why it's important to know history, the globalists, the social engineers, see themselves as societal engineers, but more importantly, as scientists. And they see this as a scientific control grid that they've set up, so they need data. They need to test. And while they're gathering data, they're also training cadres of scientists and technicians that will put a small child in a chamber and radiate them to death, that will march U.S. Army soldiers into a chamber and nerve gas them, all declassified, that will spray bioweapons in the New York subway, that will spray bioweapons in the San Francisco ship channel, that will spray bioweapons on White Rock, New Mexico, that will spray bioweapons on Oklahoma City. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of programs, tens of thousands of individual instances. And when you bring this to someone who's under mind control, that is the general public, because there's not just chemical, biological, radiological testing, there's also societal, psychological confusion, warfare through the television, the reduction of the language, the chemicals and biologicals that are added, things like fluoride that's an adjuvant, an accelerant, and all the other trace chemicals they're adding. This is a giant mind control grid. And it's all about compartmentalization, need to know. And it's all about keeping the public in the dark on the giant eugenics program while they test the soft kills, while they train the public to prepare for megadeath, while they train the public to prepare for mass culling and a future without humanity. Notice how they're romanticizing that everywhere. They're getting you ready, your subconscious mind, to accept it so you don't resist during the first accelerated phases of the next level of this. Now, the big trump card we've got is we're aware of the program, we're aware of the enemy's operations. They think that because it's so horrific, despite the fact it's publicly available information, that the average person will be so subconsciously horrified that they will engage in Crime Stop or doublethink and convince themselves it's not real. And I believe in you. Plus, I know it's not going to even take a majority of people to beat these globalists. It's going to take folks that are willing to understand it and face what we're dealing with. Now, that said today, is mass bird and fish die-off connected to government testing? And we see these reports all the time. The first thing you need to understand is they've done studies with these no-stick stovetops. And when you first heat them up, they off-gas, and it will kill most species of bird. Because very small trace amounts of toxic gases will kill a bird because of their whole metabolic system and their constitution, that will not kill a polar bear or a rat or a monkey or a Homo sapien sapien. That's why they have canaries in coal mines. And this entire weekend, it was chemtrail central. The entire sky was sprayed from end to end. They then expanded. It blocked a wet weather front from coming in to central Texas and stopped us from getting the rain we needed. The planes always show up ahead of a front. And remember, we have literally, it's got to be more than 50 patents. And I've got to stop the obsession with research and go ahead and put out the eugenics film. I mean, chemtrails are 100% confirmed. How they do it, how they load it, how it all works. It's compartmentalized. Over a decade ago, knowing their program of compartmentalization, need to know, I knew it had to be mixed with a jet fuel. That way the airlines don't even really know, except at the executive level. The pilots don't know. It's not special aircraft doing this, though the military now admits they do have some special aircraft. The Department of Energy has some as well. There's been a giant, at least 18-year secret weather modification program going on to alter Earth's atmosphere because we've been exposing it. Now John P. Holder, the White House science czar, has begun to come out with some of this because it was hurting him too bad to just flatly deny it all. So, I mean, while the average person's sitting around talking about how sports only matter or how their 401k matters and nothing else, we're living on a planet where a eugenics mass murdering elite openly are modifying the atmosphere. They've got hundreds